Hello, welcome to Gear Gaming. Amazon Crucible is a free-to-play multiplayer shooting game that released around May 20 of 2020. Sadly, based on the Steam chart, the game is already dying. The game has an average player of less than 100 per day, and that is really bad for a new game. I would like to share my wish list of fixes that if a developer watched my video that they might improve the game. First things first, I've spent multiple hours playing the game already. I think I have an idea on why the game is plummeting right now. The first problem that I see is the Hive Map is too big. I usually spend a lot of time just running from one location to the other. The game just seems so boring. All I do is run from here and go to the other place, and it feels wrong. I wish they could just make the map a little bit more smaller in terms of the Hive, or give us more map choices like other mode. If the map is smaller, that will result in more fighting, more shooting, instead of just running from one point to another. It's so boring that way. The second thing that I wish the game has is a mini map. I really hate just going from, since the map is so big that you have to check your map all the time just to know where you're heading to. If they just add a mini map on the top right corner of the game, that will make it really convenient for everyone to know where they're heading. The game does have like a compass map on the top, but it just doesn't work that well. It's just not enough. Another thing that I've noticed is that the game has a really long queue time, especially for certain characters that are really hot right now in the meta. I think the game will have a better queue system if they just let the players pick a character after the queue time, after queuing. So right now what they do is that you can choose the character right away, and if you choose a character that's popular, that will just make your queue time longer. I've seen a really long queue time for like 20 minutes, 30 minutes, as high as that. I know it's not just the queue time, it's also the lack of players that's causing the queue time to go up. But I really feel that if they just change the character selection from after the queuing is done, and let's just have the players just pick the characters that they want, that way they can also change the team composition based on whatever the first player chooses. They can make a better team than just picking one character and not even caring about anything. On the issue of queue waiting, I wish they would add another mode for you to do when you're like just waiting for the game. It's just too damn boring waiting for the queue to finish. If they could do like similar to Fortnite, where after queuing, they go into a mini map where you can interact with other players while you're waiting. Or they could also do what Overwatch is doing, that after you queue for a certain quick play or competitive, you can do custom maps. You can do free for all for like when you're waiting for the queue to fill up. Lastly, on my wish list of features that the developer can add is that I know right now they just added team voice chat. I know that it's really good that the game has a team voice chat now, but it's just not all players are very good to play with. Some are really toxic, and I really wanted to just mute them, but the game doesn't have that option where you can just mute a certain person. I did find out that if you go to the option in key binding, you can get out of the team chat altogether, but that doesn't solve the problem that I only want to mute one person that is very toxic and not the rest of the team. So I hope that in the future they can add that icon of a speaker where you could just click that one, and that will automatically just mute you from hearing that toxic player. Alright, that's just my wish list of features that the game developer can do to improve Amazon's Crucible. The game is kind of boring right now, I have to be honest, but it has potential. The game has potential. The characters are okay and unique. I wish you could just give everyone the level of finish that the game really deserves. I hope I could have added some like ideas for future development of the game. Thank you very much, and if you're not subscribed, I do a lot of game reviews and let's plays and also game guides. So if you'd like to subscribe, just hit that subscribe button in the button below. And thank you very much for watching, and hope to see you again in my next one. Bye for now.